You're moving to Minnesota. Well, here are 10 things you should know before you relocate. If you are thinking about moving to Minnesota, there are a few things you should know before you actually start packing that moving truck. Hi, I'm Amy Grafenstein with RE/MAX Results. I help people buy and sell homes in Cambridge, Minnesota, and throughout the surrounding areas. Cambridge is about an hour north of the Twin Cities. So many people who relocate here choose this area because they want more space, a small town feel, and still be within driving distance to the Minneapolis and Saint Paul areas. If you are considering moving here, let's talk about the 10 things you should know about living right here in Minnesota. First, Minnesota has all 4 seasons. One thing you will quickly learn about Minnesota is that we truly experience all 4 seasons, and sometimes in only a short couple days. Winter can definitely be cold. January temperatures here in Minnesota often range between 10 and 25 degrees depending on the year. Snowfall can vary quite a bit, and many areas receive around 35 to 55 inches of snow annually. But the truth is, Minnesotans embrace winter. Ice fishing, snowmobile, hockey, and winter festivals are all a part of life here. And when summer arrives, everyone takes full advantage of it. Summers here are beautiful, with warm temperatures, all the lakes are open, and outdoor activities are everywhere. Number 2, the Twin Cities Metro. Minnesota's largest metro area is the Twin Cities, which includes Minneapolis and Saint Paul. The metro population is now around 3.7 million people, which is actually roughly 60% of the entire population in the state of Minnesota. Minneapolis tends to be the larger, more urban city with a vibrant downtown and nightlife. Saint Paul has more of a historic and relaxed feel. Many people choose to live in the surrounding communities and commute into the metro for work. Cities like Cambridge, where I am based, are popular because you can get a quieter lifestyle while still being about an hour drive from the Twin Cities. The third item, Minnesota has a strong economy. Minnesota consistently ranks one of the states with a strong and stable economy. The state is home to 16 Fortune 500 companies, including Target, Best Buy, 3M, General Mills, and United Health Group. These companies attract many professionals who relocate here for career opportunities. Minnesota is also home to the Mayo Clinic in Rochester, which is one of the most respected medical institutes in the world. The Mayo Clinic is a top-ranked, world-renowned nonprofit medical center with primary campuses right here in Rochester, Minnesota. And it draws patients and medical professionals from all over the globe. The fourth item, Minnesota is known for great schools. Minnesota regularly ranks among the top state in the country for education. Public schools in Minnesota are highly rated, and many communities place a strong focus on the education. This is one reason families relocate here, often choose to move into certain suburbs or small towns known for their certain school districts. Communities like Cambridge also attract families looking for a great quality of life with good schools and a strong sense of community. The fifth item, parks, trails, and outdoor living. If you enjoy being outdoors, Minnesota is an amazing place to live. Here in Isanti County, we are fortunate to have a lot of beautiful outdoor space. The county has over 878 acres of parkland and 6 main county parks, which gives residents plenty of opportunities for hiking, nature walks, picnics, and enjoying the outdoors. It is one of the things many people love about living right here in the area. Number 6, Minnesota is known as the land of 10,000 lakes. However, did you know that actually the number is more like 11,800? With that many lakes comes boating, fishing, kayaking, and lake life in the summer. Of course, it also means one thing, mosquitoes. Minnesotans often joke that mosquitoes are our unofficial state bird. During the summer months, it is always a good idea to have some bug spray nearby if you are spending time outdoors. Those mosquitoes, they bite. Now, number 7, Minnesota culture is unique. Minnesota has a culture that is a little different from other parts of the country. For example, many people here might say duck, duck, gray duck instead of duck, duck, goose. And you will definitely hear the phrases like, you betcha, pretty often. Or maybe even oofda, you bet, or that's interesting. One thing that always makes me smile when I travel outside of Minnesota is everywhere I go, people almost immediately notice the Minnesota accent. Apparently, it stands out more than we actually realize. Now, number 8, the cost of living. The cost of living in Minnesota tends to sit close to the national average. Housing costs vary depending upon where you live. The Twin Cities metro tends to be more expensive, while communities outside the metro like Cambridge often provide more home for the money. That is one reason why buyers relocating to the area of Minnesota explore communities just outside the metro. Now, number 9 is traffic and construction. Minnesota traffic is not nearly as intense as major metro areas, but there are 2 seasons here that people joke about all the time. It's either winter season or it's construction season. Because winters are so cold, much of the road construction happens during the warmer months. So during the summer, you will definitely see orange cones and detours and the construction workers. The good news is, most areas in the Twin Cities are still relatively manageable compared to other larger cities outside of Minnesota. Now, the number 10, the Minnesota Nice. One thing you're going to hear about right away is something called Minnesota Nice. People here are generally very friendly, helpful, and community focused. Neighbors tend to look out for each other, and many communities have a strong small town feel. Places like Cambridge really reflect that. It is a welcoming community where people enjoy local events, small businesses, and the slower pace compared to the metro. So the final thoughts about moving? If you are thinking about moving to Minnesota, there's a lot to love about living here. From the 4 seasons and the outdoor lifestyles to the strong economy and great communities. It is a wonderful place to call home. And if you are considering relocating to Cambridge or anywhere in the Isanti County area, or maybe even surrounding, I would be happy to help guide you through that process. I'm Amy Graffenstein with RE/MAX Results, and I specialize in helping buying and selling homes right here in Cambridge and throughout central Minnesota. Feel free to reach out anytime if you have questions about living here or making a move. As always, I'm dedicated to results, even beyond the closing table, and have been since 2001.